Drug development is a lot like football. You've got 100 yards to go down the field, and if you get all the way to the end zone, there's a huge upside. You can make a ton of profit. Drug repurposing bypasses all these steps by using drugs that are already FDA approved and don't require all the preclinical laboratory work and all of the clinical trials. Another form of drug development we like to call it resurrection. That's where you take a drug that is already developed by a drug company, it never got approved for anything, and it's sitting on their shelf waiting to be approved. You can take that drug off the pharmaceutical company's shelf and you can test it further in the lab and in clinical trials, and you might be able to get it all the way to the end zone to get an FDA approval. And if you do that, you save a lot of lives and there's a huge profit upside. You can make a lot of money resurrecting a drug from a pharmaceutical company's shelf. Drug repurposing, of course, takes drugs that are already FDA approved and we find new uses. So it doesn't require nearly as many steps, nearly as much time, and not even close to as much money. The next type of drug development is what we call drug repositioning. You take a drug that's already approved for one disease, you change the dose or the formula because you think it might be more effective in that disease or another disease. Once you change the dose or the formula of an approved drug, it's like it's a brand new drug, but you're at the 50-yard line because you know that drug works, you know it's safe, you know it's effective, which means that there's still a long way to go. You've still got 50 yards to go, but you can make a lot of money if you get that drug in the end zone. Now we're in the realm of what we call drug repurposing. As you can tell, we are really close to the end zone. We've only got 20 yards to go. We're not changing the dose or the formula, so it doesn't require working with the FDA to get an approval for it. This drug can be used off-label. But there's a lot of opportunities between the 20-yard line and the goal line, and that's what Every Cure exists to do, is to find the best opportunities among all the repurposing opportunities out there. And finally, we have what we call unsung heroes. They're right here at the goal line. They're just this close to the end zone. All you need to do is raise awareness. There have been clinical trials that prove that the drug actually does work, and now it's just about getting the drug to patients. Through Every Cure, we love these unsung heroes. And then we're actually in the end zone. And what's so cool about drug repurposing is that the cost, the time it takes is so low. We're able to save lives by marching a short distance down the field. Of course, there's no profit potential. Every Cure is not going to make any money by getting the end zone, and that's why no companies do this, because it doesn't make sense to take a drug at the same dose and the same formula. You can save just as many lives, but there's no profit upside. So instead, our entire healthcare system is focused on going all the way back to the 1-yard line to march 100 yards, or to go back to the 30-yard line to resurrect a drug, or to go to the 50-yard line to reposition a drug. Yet there's all these opportunities that are here within the 20-yard line, from the 20-yard line to the goal line, that can save just as many lives at a fraction of the cost. There's just no profit potential. So that's why Every Cure exists, to take these opportunities into the end zone and save as many lives as possible.